Check. All right.
That's so loud. I always think I have to talk into them because when I'm singing, I'm used to like having to kiss the microphone for anybody to hear me.
Yeah, talking and you need to like really talk into that one because that one's different than these two.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
it's more directional, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Usually I'm good at being loud, so.
Oh,
Not as good as I am at being loud. Dude, if Camden was here, he would burp into the microphone all day long.
So I have a bad habit of just like making fart noises.
Oh, he's just going like.
I guess no. Whenever like the conversation gets awkward or something, I'll just go.
Levi, why did you do that? And then the conversation's going again. Did you know on average a conversation has a lull every 7 minutes?
What does that mean?
It means it's Mrs. Sikelski told us about it, and she explained it.
What's a lull?
It's like we're like blah 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 blah. Drums and women and other things that people in bands talk about, and then suddenly nobody has anything to say, and then eventually somebody will find something to say again. But that's
It's like that moment when they're like, haha, yeah.
It's the moment like every conversation in the room has a lull the second I try to say something, anything like remotely out of pocket.
Yeah, because, dude, in lunch.
Oh my god! What did I hit?
You hit this.
Oh, it was the spring. Oh, that's got some bass response to it.
All right. Dude, in lunch, sometimes we say the most unfunniest joke, and you're like, and the entire lunchroom will almost go silent.
Dude,
I'm like,
when Mr. Summer was like, the league is not one person, but... Dude, I busted out laughing.
we're going live in like 2 seconds.
Okay, sweet.
All right, I think we're live.
Nice.
I should probably make sure.
Probably.
All right, yep, we're good.
Is there a camera?
Yeah, up there.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I should probably record it too. That would be good to do.
Oh,
yeah.
I like making that noise.
You and Camden have both made weird noises in TikToks. It's gotta be my turn soon. Camden the quack, you did like a, and I gotta do like.
You gotta, I don't know. What do you do?
I don't know. Anyway, we're
Yeah.
professionalism at its finest, right? We're here on episode 14 of Live Sessions at the Underground. As Kyle likes to say, we've made it this far, but Kyle's actually not here today. He's at home sick, so sad day. Anyway, though, I'm going to be doing this part of it all today and talking to you guys, Party Hat Club. First, though, I want to thank our sponsors, Park Hills Underground Radio, KL Media and Entertainment, Smoke Till Valhalla, Craigwood Shelter Insurance Agency, and Artist United Network. As I said, I'm sitting here with 2/3, or you've got a fourth now, right?
Fourth, kind of like an auxiliary member, so
Okay.
you could say 2/3 or 1/2, either way. The better looking
There you go.
part.
Okay, I'm sitting here with the better looking part of Party Hat Club. Do you do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Alex Kessler. I sing and I play guitar.
I'm Levi Green. I play the drums.
All right. And who are we missing today?
We're missing Camden Dabbs, who plays bass and does a little bit of backing vocals, and we're missing Chase Bowen, who does our auxiliary second guitar.
All right. So I know you guys are a fairly new band. You're both pretty young. Alex, do you want to just kind of start by telling us how you got involved in music in the first place?
Okay, yeah. I got involved in music. I don't know how it started, but I decided I wanted to learn to play the drums. So I got like some oatmeal containers, a trash can, bowls, and some like little plastic sticks that I found, started beating on stuff until I saved up enough money to get a drum kit. Then in quarantine, I taught myself guitar, joined band, joined choir, did all the nerd music stuff. And that's kind of where I got my start, just in the music field in general.
But you don't play drums anymore, do you?
Yeah, I still do.
Oh, okay.
We play in jazz band together at our
Gotcha.
school, and I play drums. I'm not as good as him at all, because I don't practice as much as I used to, but I still play drums.
Gotcha. Do you like playing guitar and singing more, or do you like drums more?
It honestly just depends on the genre. I'd rather play guitar and sing a pop punk song, but I wouldn't want to play a pop punk song on drums. I'm more like a funk guy for drums or swing. Swing's good.
Gotcha. And how about you? How did you get kind of started in the music thing?
So my family has been in music for generations, basically. Like my great 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 grandpa was a bugler in the Civil War for the North. So
Oh, nice.
it's been in my family for a long time. And basically, when I was 3, my aunt got me a little toy drum kit. And basically, I've been in love with the drums ever since. And I started drum lessons when I was 7 years old. So I've been playing for a decade
That's
now.
crazy.
Yep. And I also play trumpet at school.
Yeah,
So that's
true.
my origin of
Yeah.
music.
Music has been in my family for generations as well, but it didn't really get passed through family. I kind of picked up the interest of it on my own. However, my grandpa and grandma did give me like one of those baby like first act Discovery acoustic guitars.
Yeah, my mom was a music teacher, and she sings and plays piano. My uncle was a music teacher, and he does all the band stuff. And my aunt plays piano and sings, and then my dad sings. So it's like I basically had to be a musician. There was no way I couldn't be a musician.
You're gonna be a musician, and you're gonna like it.
Exactly.
Do you like it?
And I did like it
Yeah.
because drums,
Yeah.
Do cat.
basically.
Yeah, I'm not really a drummer, but I like sitting up there behind the house kit sometimes, which I don't even know if it's up right now, and just beating on them. It's therapeutic.
Yeah.
So
It is.
For sure.
so I know you guys are a pop punk band, but I assume that your influences run deeper than just that, and you guys can both kind of answer this and talk amongst yourselves. What
Okay.
would you say your influences would be, like both together and individually?
Okay, so like my influences span the whole spectrum. I don't think any single genre of music is like bad. I will not dismiss anything really as being
I do.
bad.
Go ahead.
I will groove with some rap. I will get down to some death metal. There are some Taylor Swift songs that I vibe to heavily. Like anywhere across the spectrum, I can pull inspiration from, and I can kind of learn to like songs anywhere. But I'd say my main influence is this band called All Time Low, who did, you probably heard the song Dear Maria Count Me In. That's their song. And then I think as like a songwriting inspiration, Taylor Swift is one of my songwriting inspirations, just because a lot of people are really impressed by her songwriting.
Yeah, my inspirations definitely a lot of rock and metal. Me and my dad listened to a lot of Def Leppard and Journey and Styx in the car growing up, and that was a heavy influence for me. Then Kiss was my favorite band for a while. I loved Peter Criss. And then I started getting to the metal scene, listened to Ozzy, and then now Vince Sevenfold, of course, the Rev, one of the greatest drummers of all time. And then Rush, obviously, Neil Peart, the GOAT, undisputed GOAT. Anyway, that's my inspirations. What? No, not John.
Okay.
I don't listen to Led Zeppelin,
Okay, gotcha.
but he is good. Anyway, like Mike Portnoy, Joey Jordison, Neil Peart, Buddy Rich, actually.
Yeah, Buddy Rich.
Buddy Rich is really good.
I don't
so-
agree with his take on traditional grip, but that's just me. He's
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the greatest drummers of all time.
Yeah, he was like, these youngins using the traditional grip, and it's not the good way.
The magic,
Anyway,
it's
yeah.
evil.
That's my inspirations for drumming.
You mentioned All Time Low. Have you heard that new song they did with I Prevail?
Yes, I did. I only listened to it once at like 2 a.m. I woke up and I was like, oh yeah, their song's out tonight. So I listened to it. It was good. They had a section. Oh yeah, they had a section where they were definitely having some of their vocalists from I Prevail do their stuff.
Yeah, there's like a whole breakdown to it. It's
Yeah.
cool, kind of cheesy, but
Yeah, it's fun.
All
Like,
Time Low is pretty cheesy. Like
Yeah.
honestly, for a very long time, for some reason, which this is gonna lead to a longer story, I confused All Time Low and the band the Plain White Tees
Oh really?
because I feel like they're both very similar, like in style. But I actually Plain White Tees this past Thursday they played in St. Louis. I went up there and saw them. They played with The Used and Story of the Year, and I actually met the singer unknowingly of the Plain White Tees.
Oh really?
So I was just standing there like outside before the gates opened, and the lead singer of the Plain White Tees, and honestly I can't even remember his name now, but he was like handing out stickers. I guess he has this new solo project. and he was like. He was like, "Here, have a sticker." I'm like, "All right, cool. I don't know who you are, but whatever." And the people behind me were like taking pictures with him, and I'm like, "I still don't know who this guy is," but I guess he's famous. And so I was like looking up all the bands on the show that night because I knew the Used, I knew Story of the Year, I know like Plain White T's songs, but I'm not super familiar. And yeah, sure enough, I unknowingly met the lead singer of the Plain White Tees.
Oh man, I remember seeing in an interview, Plain White T's and All Time Low did a show together back when All Time Low was kind of earlier in their career, and oh man, I think the show got like rained out, so everybody played acoustic, and they had him sing. Oh, I can't remember, Jumper, I think, with him, and I just remember hearing like Alex was like, "Oh yeah, baby Alex was really thrilled to be doing that song with him."
That's awesome.
Also, another thing about like influence,
Oh yeah.
I do not listen to pop punk that much. I don't. I just okay. I'll go into our origin, like how we started.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, we were in jazz band together. It was his freshman year. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was kind of annoying.
I am. He still does.
Sometimes it's okay.
It's
We're
okay.
friends. Anyway, he comes up. She's like, "All right, we had this bassist named Addie. She was really good." And he came up to us. He was like, "Hey, the talent show's coming up. You guys wanna do a song with me?" And I was like, We were very hesitant about it, but he signed us up without us knowing. And
No,
so
I
we,
did not.
yeah, you did.
We had a group chat going. I was like, "Guys, I'm going to sign us up today."
And I was just like, oh, okay, whatever. Anyway, so that was our origin. And then we gained some members and we lost some members. Me and Alex stuck through
Yeah.
all the way, and then eventually we're here with Camden. But yeah, I don't listen to pop punk. So that's why I add my own little metal
Yeah.
twist to it. I add double bass.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, and then Camden, Chase, our auxiliary guitarist, has kind of similar taste to me. Listens to a lot of Blink-182. And then Camden listens to like the Misfits and kind of similar influences to Levi as well. So that does come through because it's weird. I write pop songs, then set them to a pop punk guitar part, and then they set it to like kind of metal or drums and like kind of metaler-ish bass,
Mm-hmm.
which is fun. That's how you kind of get a unique sound, is by combining things like that.
Yeah, I'll speak for Camden here. He's more of a thrash metal punk guy. Like, he likes all that fast stuff. I'm more of a just heavy breakdown kind of guy. Like, I listen to like Meshuggah and Avenged Sevenfold, which they're not really like that. I don't know how to describe Avenged
Yeah.
Sevenfold sound. They're so unique. But anyway, yeah, that's Camden's taste for
Yeah,
you. So.
seeing Camden on stage, you definitely get that vibe. Just like the energy he puts out and the bass lines and all that stuff. Like it feels it feels heavier than just regular pop punk.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that kind of covers the origin, or I guess the very beginning. When did you guys first start like actually writing original music and that kind of thing?
The first thing we ever did was write an original
Okay.
song. I remember, the song Class of 99, me and our first singer, Anna Berezowski, we still write songs together. We're still really good friends. We took a songwriting camp together at Webster University in June, and then we wrote the song Class of 99 to the day before. We finished it the day before we started our freshman year of high school. And we did originally it was the song's gone through a lot of changes before we ended up recording it. I think, how old was it? I think it was over a year old by the time we actually got around to getting it in the studio and recording it, and had undergone a lot of changes. A melody change to fit my vocal range, things like that. And then we started rehearsing in December, because the talent show wasn't actually announced until somebody leaked it. So we was like, all right, quick, get a band together, we'll rehearse this.
Yeah.
And so we rehearsed a little bit, then we signed up. We ended up winning. I think we have that in all our bios. Starting their career, winning their high school talent show. I need to change that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we started writing. Yeah, we wrote our first original song even before we became a band.
Okay.
Cool.
So I've got to ask, and to clarify, I wasn't alive in 1999 either. Now I know you guys weren't.
Yes.
What's the name come from?
That is an Alex question.
Do
I
you
have no idea.
do you have a TikTok account?
Yeah.
Have you seen those TikToks where it's like they were popular in 2020, where it's like, "No, you won't let go,"
God.
where it's like different like bedrooms or pools or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think so.
Okay, so I remember hearing that sound and just like sitting in my bed and being like, this feels like falling backwards and just like slamming down straight through the fabric of reality. And so I wrote this like hook. I was
It's
like,
a very
it was a bridge. It was a process.
okay.
So
I've never heard this before, just so you know.
So I did this. I had this hook. I was like, fall through reality. I was like, okay. I was like, Anna, hey, do you want to write a song on this hook? And we ended up like writing this chorus. We ended up taking the hook just at face value and just throwing away what was behind it. And we wrote this hook we wrote this chorus about these two teenagers. One of them was really doing well in high school, but was just really anxious about it and felt like they were doing bad. And one person was just really struggling. And we wrote this chorus and this storyline, and it kind of evolved from there. But yeah, so the hook came from a really weird place, and we decided to throw some little 99 buzzwords in there, like phone receiver, fax machine. Those things are things of the past. I'm kidding.
Old.
People still have fax machines.
Old people use those.
Oh, what else did we throw in there? Oh yeah, when report cards used to come by mail. Have you ever gotten a report card in the? Well, you're not older than us.
Yeah, I don't know. I always just like here's your report card. Take it home to your parents.
That's right. I
you
remember
know?
that.
What? Sorry. Okay. So yeah, so you guys you started writing music, won the talent show, then you got in the studio, I guess.
Yeah, we got in the studio. Oh man, our first EP came out February. It was the day before we played the talent show the next year, because the talent show got pushed back like a month.
Yeah, we were actually not long after we released it. We were supposed to play here.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then it got snowed out.
It wasn't that. It was actually 10 days before the release.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it got snowed out. I
Yeah.
remember we were all stuck at Levi's house.
Yeah. We were all ready to go, and then all of a sudden it just started snowing like crazy.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah, I remember you being like real so disappointed.
my math teacher was supposed to go. My math teacher was supposed to
Which
show up.
one?
Mr. Nose.
Mr. Nose was gonna
Was
go.
supposed to show up.
Give him a poster for the Contrarian.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. We need to tell all our teachers about that.
Oh yeah, we do.
That'd be awesome.
Have you guys even like publicly announced that show?
Tomorrow is when
Okay.
the headliner.
Because I saw the event page, but I have not seen any like actual official promotion.
Yeah,
Doesn't
so
matter. I mean,
we can talk about
tomorrow.
it.
Okay.
It's literally tomorrow.
Yeah, the
Gotcha.
announcement's tomorrow.
Well, we'll circle back to
okay, we'll circle back.
Sounds
to it.
good.
So yeah, so you guys put out the EP. Who'd you record that with, or did you do it all yourselves, or
We recorded that at Suburban Pro Studios in St. Louis with an engineer called Matt Swawiki. I think that's how you
Okay.
pronounce his name.
Yeah.
there you go.
Matt was awesome.
Matt was awesome. He
It was
super
a
chill.
very small studio. It was like a tiny apartment, and
Yeah, it was like a 1930s apartment.
we had to like go up these narrow staircase.
that,
I
like-
had to drag all my drums up there.
No.
And then,
Yeah.
and then it was this room. It was barely as big as this room right here, and then there was like a screen door almost.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
the ice.
So we had to drag all my drums through that, and then there's a tiny room that I recorded in, and it was like very small, but it was an experience. I really
Yeah,
liked it.
it really
Matt
was.
was a
It was
super
nice.
cool dude.
It was cool having all three of us there at once because we could get so much footage and like funny moments and things like that. And we were able to make a making of video for our EP. But yeah, oh man. Honestly, props to Matt for getting such a good sound, like getting such a sound out of what we put down, because I mean our like we didn't get new drum heads or anything. I think we got new strings on our guitars. I was using my neck pickup for whatever reason, which is that's not the pop punk pickup.
Like unknowingly, like you didn't realize, or
No, I realized I for some reason was preferred it that way. I was like, this sounds very warm and smooth, and then I was like, maybe I should just switch them.
I don't know how he did it. He worked some magic.
Yeah, because I mean, Levi's drum heads are like a decade old. They sound like
I haven't changed them.
his I forget the relative, but your Civil War bugler
Oh, yeah.
relative, he was beating on him, you know.
Yeah, right. Mhm.
they're old. They're so dead. They would sound great for like an indie album or something like that. But like in pop punk, where you want those punchy toms, like Matt was able to get like a pretty good sound out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard it all. It does sound very good. So.
Thank you.
So yeah, so you guys put out the EP. You were supposed to play a show here. That again got snowed out. Did you guys play any shows in between when that one was supposed to happen and then when you actually did play here?
We played at the talent show. We did a couple.
Did we do the Potosi thing?
Oh yeah, we played at this one girl's birthday party. She goes to Potosi. My dad is a teacher there, and so she was like friends with one of my dad's students, and so we were able to go play there. We did a couple of like DIY performances, I think.
Oh yeah, we did. At Alex's house, we
Yeah.
had like a garage performance.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun. We had a couple of our own bands from school.
Yeah.
Like I was in a cover band called The Fallen, which was a Avenged Sevenfold cover band, and there's another band called Direbent, which is a metal band. So that was pretty cool. And he has his own little solo thing called Gas Station Coffee
Yes, I do have
on
that.
Spotify.
Well, and that's a really great segue because that's actually what I was about to ask you guys about. So you ended up we ended up bringing you guys in here. Finally got to play that show, and you each played with your own side projects. How did yours even start? I mean, was that just another
Oh man.
just gonna sit here and write some songs kind of thing, or?
That started. I was like 12 or 13, and I was like, "Oh, I have this little riff I wrote on my acoustic guitar. What if I go in Audacity, get this like $20 microphone, put it in front of a speaker, and just like record a guitar? Like, I think I recorded a guitar amp and like electronic drums through a speaker, and I just put it all together in Audacity. My mom was like, "Wow, this is really impressive. We'll get you some stuff to start recording actual music." So I got like an audio interface and like some software and stuff like that. And eventually I got a Shure SM27, and I started doing my own vocals, and like I was doing everything myself. I was recording, I was mixing, mastering, everything. So obviously the music didn't sound great, and it still doesn't sound great because I'm still kind of learning how to do that. But it's like a vessel for my songwriting and just like kind of a medium for me to practice my skills as like a mixing and mastering.
Yeah, which that stuff is important to learn not only as a musician, but then it could
Yeah.
take you further and
Because every single thing I release is better than the last. I'm sitting on a song right now called "Bail Me Out," that is just such a step above everything that I've done before in terms of like the mix and everything.
That's your solo project, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And where does the name Gas Station Coffee come from? Is that just a random thing, or?
I figured this is Mr. Zusiak, my middle school choir director, he was like, oh yeah, he was talking about how, so we have a really like notoriously good middle school choir program because he's such a good choir teacher, and he was like, I don't know, he was saying something about how Gas Station Coffee, it's not good by any means, but it'll get the job done. So I was thinking, well, okay, my music's not going to be good, but it's still music. It'll still make somebody feel something. So basically the idea was that this is bad.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, and that show, like I said, you also played with your side project.
Camden's a part of that now.
Yeah, so
Okay.
okay, Direbent is a long story. So
And I know you've changed the name like 3 times.
right, we tried to change the name because it sounded like the band Dire Straits,
Oh.
but
I
then we were like,
guess.
whatever. So anyway, they started at the talent show, right? They played Orion by Metallica, and recently they kicked out their drummer.
Poor guy.
I'm a good friend of his. Kane, love you, Kane. Anyway,
Love you,
they
Kane.
kicked out their drummer and I replaced him, and so they wanted to cover "Crystal Mountain" by Death,
Yep.
and I was like, okay, that's a difficult song. Gene Hoglan, whatever. So yeah, that was it. We came here and we did some covers, and then recently we made our own song called "War Lizard."
Okay.
But then recently I actually had to leave the band, unfortunately. But I think they got another drummer, so
Who? Do you know who?
Kennedy.
Oh, Kennedy. Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, I think they're in good hands. But yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It was nice to be in a metal band.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
covers were really good. I haven't heard any of the original stuff.
And you said Cam's in that band now?
Yeah,
Yeah, Camden is.
he plays guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause-
Yeah, well, I know that night, I think, didn't he get up there and sing one with him?
Yes, we
Or you were there.
Oh yeah, you were
yeah we were gonna play "Sad but True," but we got too scared. We weren't ready. So we played Unholy Confessions instead. We had played that in the fall, and then I was talking about earlier. Me, Ashton, and Camden played that originally. It didn't go as well as we thought it would, but it was whatever.
It was fun.
It was cool.
Yeah.
He's a good singer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. He does our background vocals sometimes and stuff like that. So
Yeah, he does some harmonies and stuff like that.
Okay. So I know. So you guys played that first. I guess that would be probably like your first official show
Yes. official
here.
show, first thing we got paid for.
Yeah,
Well,
and then
besides that birthday party, but that was a private event.
and then after that, you guys got to go up to Chicago, right?
Yeah,
You
we-
wanna tell us a little bit about that experience?
Yeah, I remember I was just scrolling through Instagram stories one day, and I saw this thing for this music festival. It was like, you can apply, and I saw it just like a bunch more times. I was like, you know what, $50 application fee. It's fine. We'll submit it. It ended up being so much information. I was like in the group chat. I was like, "Ugh, guys, give me this, give me this, give me this. Like, I need your social security number, your email, the name of your firstborn child. It was just, no, it wasn't like that, but it was a lot of information that I had to pull out of them for the application. And, I was like, $50 application fee, we make it or we don't. Well, we did make it. They
Well,
thought our
yeah.
music was really tight, and so we made it. And so we got to go, up there to Highland Park in Port Clinton Square. We got to be on their podcast, which was cool. Vlad was an awesome podcast host. Shout out Vlad.
Vlad, awesome. I love Vlad.
And then we got there, and the imposter syndrome was like that. Like, there were like 20-year-olds who were like you saw them and it was like, you were like, that is the best band in the world ever.
Yeah, I was like, there is literally no way we have any chance at this.
Yeah, we played on our night. They did 4 nights of the festival over 2 weekends. On our night, we played with a band called Your Mom, who went on to win the whole thing. Like, it's a Battle of the Bands competition, and they got to
Gotcha.
open for Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top at Ravenna Festival,
Dang.
which is
Yeah.
really cool. And
They're
they were
really good.
they're so good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we saw so many bands that were just like, just on not even the next level, but like 3 levels above where we thought we were, and it was really inspiring. And we talked to this guy named Heyman Kim.
Oh my gosh, Heyman.
Heyman Kim, he
Heyman
gave us
Kim.
some great advice.
He is amazing.
Yes.
Heyman Kim is like, this is gonna be cringe, but you can feel his aura in
Yes.
the room. He's literally the coolest guy I've ever seen in my life. Heyman H Kim on Instagram if you want to follow him. He is
Think-
so cool.
Think of the firmest handshake you've ever handshook. Heyman Kim not only gives that firm handshake, but looks like it too.
He looks like a firm handshake. He's
awesome.
He gave us the greatest advice. He was like,
So is he? Hold on. Is he a musician or is he just a dude?
he's a
I'm pretty
he's
sure
a
he's
musician.
Okay.
But he knows a lot about
Gotcha.
being a musician and professional, all that stuff.
Mhm.
And he actually told us that out of all of the music, because he had to listen to every single thing that people submitted
Yeah.
to be in the festival, ours was the only one he went back and listened to.
Huh. Okay.
Because he said it was so well mixed, and he told us that if we want to play live, we got to try to sound exactly like that.
Yeah.
And I
And
was
now-
like, dang, this guy's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, obviously now with all our different kind of things that we're doing, me using the neck pickup now and things like that, our sound has kind of evolved and kind of not really moved on, but kind of taken steps from where we were then. But I think mainly he was talking about making sure that all we were as tight as possible, make sure we were playing everything correctly, and not just I don't know.
He was so.
But yeah, he was
yeah.
so.
I don't even know what his job is. He just
Yeah.
walks.
He was-
If you check on Instagram, every single time he posts, he's at a different concert.
Yeah,
I don't know what he does for work.
he
He just
skipped
walks
out.
around and is cool, and that's what he does. And
He
it's
was
awesome.
a week late to a trip to Europe with his friends to be at the festival.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, but he's a
cool
really
dude.
cool guy.
So I know you guys did that. You're not playing here a couple more times over the summer, that kind of thing. Did you guys have any other big shows in that time period, or?
Between here and Bitter Jester in Chicago, no, we
Okay.
played at your house once, and a decent amount of people showed up.
Yeah, that was for my dad's birthday party.
then
We
we-
did a little gig, and then
Did it once, just for fun.
Yeah.
But that was fun. It sounded really good when we did that.
Nothing else though. I mean, we've looked at the places in St. Louis, and we haven't really gotten anything about that. But
And I'm still learning how to write a booking email.
yeah, so, but I think this is a good time to talk about the new thing coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we do have a pretty big show coming up
Yeah.
in this place called the Contrarian. It's on Festus Main Street, and this is going to be like the first show ever in the Contrarian. I mean, as the Contrarian. It used to be, it was a lot of things. It was the Lejade Theater, it was the Miller Theater, it was a church for a while, but now they're going to use it for performances.
Yeah.
And us facing Infamy, and I don't know,
Raise the alarms.
and Raise the
Oh,
Alarms.
okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're going to be the
Yeah.
first people to be performing there. Do you know the?
Well, the first band to be performing there. They've had, or like the first like rock stuff, because I think they've had like an acoustic artist before, and
Oh.
the local community theater, Spotlight Community Theater, had a production of Oklahoma there that was really good.
Oh, right.
And I think they've been doing some like open mic kind of things.
Yes,
there.
they have been doing some open mic stuff, but I've been inside there. The seats are huge and comfortable. It's a wonderful venue. It looks great. The atmosphere is awesome, and I got a little peek of that sound system, and I was like, oh yeah.
Do we know the cost to get in?
Oh yes, okay. Tickets are $10 advanced. You can go to the contrarianconcerthall.com. I think that's the website, and $15 at the door.
Doors open at 7.
And what day is that?
October 19th.
Yep.
Funny enough, so we're both in marching band. We have a parade at Mizzou in Columbia for competition that day. So we have to get to school at like 3 in the morning, come back, or do our parade, 4-hour bus ride there and back, get off the bus, immediately load up and head to Loden, and then play a show, and get done probably at around like 11:30. We are going to just like,
You're gonna be dead.
We're going to get home and we're going to fall on the ground, and our heads are
And
going to roll
guess
off.
what? The new church service is the day after.
The
that.
new church service. We're both playing in a worship band for a church service that's starting on a church on Main Street called First United Methodist Church,
Yeah. So
and it's starting the next day. I'll have to be up at like 7 the next morning.
yeah.
It's a big weekend.
Life of being a musician.
Yes.
Right.
So you're playing with Facing Infamy on that show. You've played with them here before. How did you guys kind of end up meeting those guys? And
So we go to school with their drummer's stepkids.
okay, Josh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Josh. So and then also, Aurora, his stepdaughter, his oldest stepdaughter, had been talking to me about how he was starting a studio and getting stuff for a studio for a while. And oh man, by the time he had called us about having the show on June 15th, probably in early April, I think, early
Yeah.
April, late March.
Mhm.
I got his contact info, so I asked him about his studio. I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'm charging. So I was like, okay, great, we can get in here. We did a little tour. We paid that day, and we recorded some scratch tracks for 2 songs. And so we started recording with him, and then now, because he's working on our stuff, we get first priority for like their openers and things like that.
Yeah, Josh's pretty cool.
He's awesome.
He's
Yeah.
also helping us record our new stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
He's a really talented mix engineer.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he's
especially
a
for just getting started
very
with
talented
vocals.
dude overall.
Yeah.
He's been in bands all his life.
Yeah.
He was in Shattermask
Yep.
20 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Ashes of
he's
Snow.
Ashes of Snow. He's, like I said, he's still in 3 or 4 bands. So yeah, no, he's a good dude.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a train of thought and then I lost it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Josh is awesome.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
great.
that's the key. So yeah, you guys are playing that show coming up. You're recording with him. Is there any timeline as to when new music's gonna be coming out, or?
So the plan right now, it's kind of tight. It's
Yeah.
kind of a tight plan, but I think it's gonna work out. Is to drop our next single the day before the Contrarian show on October 18th, which would be a Friday. So that's how it's looking to be right now.
Are we gonna leak the name?
Yeah, sure.
Let's leak the name.
We leak the name. We play this song live all the time, and people like it. It's called Funnel Cake. And then after that, we have another single, and then after that, we have another EP coming out,
Mhm.
which those 2 singles are going to be on. So that's what the timeline's looking
Mhm.
at right now. And we definitely have some of the old going on, some of the stuff that's like stay the same, pretty class of 99. We definitely have some of the new going on. With tracks that we played here before, like Animal Air Riot has a lot of more metal influence on there.
That one. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a fun one.
That one's good.
It's-
People are gonna like that one.
It's the least like what I listen to on a regular basis, but it's one of my favorites to play.
Oh, fun fact about that one.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
I made the intro of that in My Singing Monsters.
Like 2 years ago.
No kidding.
I'm
yeah.
not kidding. I made the intro of that in My Singing Monsters, and I learned it on drums. And I was in, okay, this is old, but a year ago old. Anyway, I was in a metal band called Sledge a long time ago. It didn't work out, unfortunately, because of scheduling and, whatever. But I taught them that, and then it didn't work out. I was like, dang, this is so good. I really want to do this. So one day I brought it up to him, and I was like, I know it's metal, but we can make it pop punk. And that's what we did.
We did.
And it is awesome. There's a breakdown with the China.
And some like
It's
little
beautiful.
like growl vocals, which I can execute those fine. I don't have a lot of practice doing it, but if I like get into the rhythm and kind of commit to it, it's fine. But it contrasts so heavily with the image I put up for myself. But we're gonna have in the studio. This is gonna be fun. Josh's wife, Sarah
Yes.
White, does some phenomenal like growls and screams up
She's
all
so good.
kinds, and we're gonna have her on that, and it's gonna be awesome.
I love that song.
Yeah, so she sings in two different bands, Nymph and Ashes of Snow. So, and they both played here. So it's really interesting to see that kind of dynamic, or you
Yeah,
know, like
right.
Small world.
opposite styles, right? They opened for Hemlock here, and as Ashes of Snow, and she was up there screaming,
Yeah.
all that stuff. And then as Nymph, they're kind of jazzy, progressive rock, that kind of thing.
Oh,
And she's up there just singing her songs, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's so
but
talented. She was actually a trumpet player in DCI.
Oh yeah, I
Mhm.
think she was like in the Cavaliers. I think.
Yeah. Anyway, she's just really
Yeah,
talented.
she's a
She
really
can
talented person.
range and everything. She's great.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, is there anything else coming up that you guys want to talk about, or?
Okay, we can talk about Say Cheese.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, we were
yeah,
talking about
we'll
this
take
before the
that.
show.
All right, we remember. Can I talk about the presidential debate? I'm not going to get political.
Yeah, don't get too political, but yes, you can talk about it.
Remember the part of this is like what Mr. Summon said in choir. He was like, remember the part, not without getting political, when Kamala Harris said, so remember the part when Trump said, I have concepts of a plan. We have concepts of a song.
Yeah.
Like, it's
yeah.
still just a bunch of loose ideas kind of floating together in a timeline of space, to put it as vaguely and ambiguously as possible.
So if you've ever heard of A Little Piece of Heaven by Avenged Sevenfold, kind of think of it like that. Not the weird part of it, but anyway, it's about this guy in theater. He's in high school, and basically he sees other people as a threat, and he thinks he's better than everyone, getting parts and whatever. We all know that person. We know a person in our life like that. Except this guy is crazy, and he starts killing everybody.
Yeah.
And
I think how the story goes is he ends up getting a role on Broadway, and then they arrest him like after the show. But again, still songs in like early development. We have like concepts of a song, but I think it's gonna be really cool. My only fear is that me and Levi both do theater, and I kind of developed a reputation at one point for being kind of egotistical just around the school. I think that was in
No.
middle school.
oh, middle school, come on now, that was a while ago. You're not like that.
Yeah. But I think there's still some people that think that. So my fear is that people are gonna think it's autobiographical.
Oh,
People are gonna think that I want to kill everybody in theater because I think I'm better than them, which is not true. No, dude, we have so much talent in our theater program. It's crazy.
okay. So there is a backstory behind this one, and it's not about theater. It's about the name Say Cheese.
Oh
Our bassist Camden has always wanted to write a song called Cheese.
Also one called Beans, but we haven't quite gotten
Yeah,
it.
he just wanted. So we compromised and we made it about smiling instead of
Yeah.
actual cheese.
Instead of actual cheese. Yeah.
So yeah, that was our deal with Camden.
Kurt Cobain already did Beans. Beans. Jesse ate some beans.
Well, it won't be harder to put out something a little better than that.
Yeah. What are you talking about? This was an artistic statement. I actually don't know anything about the song. Nirvana fans don't come for me. I was like a really hardcore Nirvana fan.
I don't actually, I don't know the story behind that song, but I feel like that's something Nirvana fans would say.
Yeah.
Like, he made it so shitty for a reason.
The beans are a metaphor for the clitoris.
What?
I don't know.
Why did you say it? Okay,
I don't know.
I'm not even gonna say.
Well, this has been Live Sessions in the Underground. No, so, well, you guys are about ready to play some music?
Yeah, for sure.
So, how many songs you got for us today?
I got 3 ready.
3, okay.
3.
Let me get my little cajon.
I don't know what to do with this microphone cable. Let me see if I can.
Well, while you guys get set up, I'm gonna say some words. So first of all, I'd like to thank our sponsors once again, Park Hills Underground, Park Hills Underground Radio, KL Media and Entertainment, Smoke Till Valhalla, Craigwood Shelter Insurance Agency, and Artist United Network. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making this show possible. It's a pretty busy week here at Park Hills Underground. This Wednesday, we're going to do another open jam. We've been doing it every other Wednesday. But so we did it last week. We're going to try doing it every Wednesday, see how it goes. This Thursday is open mic and karaoke. This Friday, September 27th, we've got Alice. They're kind of an electronic rock band, I guess you'd say, from California. Opening for them is going to be the Rose Court from St. Louis. And then Saturday, September 28th is Torchlight Parade, The Juggernaut, Agenda, and Mistakes. Both of those shows, doors are at 7, show starts at 8, and $10 at the door. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, for sure. You want me to put my mic?
Yeah, we can try that.
Yeah, you can kind of angle it in there.
Yeah, don't actually stick it in, but...
Just a little.
Maybe pull it away a little. Can you push it back any more? I think that'll work.
Is this guitar gonna get picked up?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right. This song is called Class of '99. I haven't played this acoustic version like half a year. Go ahead. Go for it. Let's see. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm racing the postman. Could they have known it's due? I'm ripping it up with both hands. Drop my bag off at the door. Pick up the receiver and I'm hitting the floor. When I'm on this line, it's the only time when the world's not on my head. Feeling like a wreck. These 4 years have come and gone so fast. When I get out, I'll be the bottom of my class. I wanna let go, 'cause you know I'm falling through. Wanna fall straight through reality with you. Around a lot of people, but alone. And you're trapped in some room with just a fax machine and phone. It's a mess of people when I'm walking through. But I'm walking down the aisle and I sit down next to you. It's the end of May and I'm on my way. I'm the class of '99. Now I'm on a decline. These 4 years have come and gone so fast. When I get out, I'll be the bottom of my class. I wanna let go, 'cause you know I'm falling through. Wanna fall straight through reality with you. Put on my cap and gown and get out of this town. I made it to graduation. These 4 years have come and gone so fast. When I get out, I'll be the bottom of my class. I wanna let go, 'cause you know I'm falling through. Wanna fall straight through reality with you. years have come and gone so fast. When I get out, I'll be the bottom of my class. I wanna let go, 'cause you know I'm falling through. Wanna fall straight through reality with you. Wanna fall straight through reality with you.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
What's this next one called?
This next one's called Unsung Hero. I may want to make a quick dedication. This song is for and about Lily Warden. She's 11 years old and she has cancer, and we wrote this song to kind of encourage her to keep fighting and encourage everybody to keep pushing through their struggles and their challenges. One, two, 3. Your heart becomes inflamed. The beauty of your life so fragile in a world untamed. Miserable and sick, fluorescent light is flooding in and the clock begins to tick. Wanting to find out, asking, can this be over now? Young turn to old, the meek turn to bold. You can barely stay awake. Your hair erased, it's been 30 days locked away in a wild escape. Always saying you'll be okay, and you'll silently find where to go. An unsung hero. Slowly moving on. Used to wish that time stopped passing, and now those days are gone. You wanna go back home, but you're killing it on your own. Young turn to old, and me turn to bold. You can barely stay awake. Your hair erased, it's been 30 days locked away in a wild escape. Always saying you'll be okay, and you'll silently find where to go. An unsung hero. Decide to sacrifice, ever antagonize. You paid the highest price. The final stone was laid. The ropes all ceased to fray, and you're on your way. Young turn to old, me turn to bold. You can barely stay awake. Your hair erased, it's been 30 days locked away in a wild escape. Always saying you'll be okay, and you'll silently find where to go. An unsung hero. An unsung hero. An unsung hero.
All right, how about that?
That's a fun one. All right, this next one, this one's gonna be a little weird.
He's putting on a capo.
I'm putting on a capo. I'm trying to decide whether or not to do it a half step down. I'll not, just in case. All right. This next song is called "Hurt Me Like You Love Me." This one is a little different in the acoustic setting. But this is the Woa song. Whoa, 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 whoa. You tell me why you hate your friends, or why you never try to make amends with the fact it's an act. They talk behind your back, all the tears on your mirror. Bring your childhood back, 'cause you've been wrong for so long. Hope you cry on the floor while I die in my car. Hope you know that it's all your fault. Wish I could find out if you gave a damn without having to lose it all. Why don't you hurt me like you love me? Give me the pain you said you felt all your life. Well, I apologize. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know you want to, but you never did. Figure out how the story ends for you and your friends who never cared enough. Put 2 times almost up. I'm gonna call that bluff, 'cause you know you're so low. Hope you cry on the floor while I die in my car. Hope you know that it's all your fault. Wish I could find out if you gave a damn without having to lose it all. Why don't you hurt me like you love me? Give me the pain you said you felt all your life. Well, I apologize. You're spilling my guts across the bathroom floor and from across the state. You're shaking to your core. Hope you cry on the floor while I die in my car. Hope you know that it's all your fault. Wish I could find out if you gave a damn without having to lose it all. Why don't you hurt me like you love me? Give me the pain you said you felt all your life. Well, I apologize. Whoa, 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 whoa.
All right. You know, I was thinking, I know you guys have a acoustic version of Class of '99 on the EP. I feel like your music translates very well, like to just, you know, a stripped down acoustic style.
That's kind of what I try to do, especially because sometimes I do write on acoustic guitar. I'll punch out a chord progression on acoustic guitar. We'll move stuff to electric guitar. But that's also one of my things. Like I said earlier, I kind of write pop songs and we put them to pop punk / kind of metal instrumentation. So like pop songs really easily translate to instruments like acoustic guitar and piano. And I love the acoustic guitar as an instrument. I love all these like chord voicings you get in the keys of like G and E. So I like to make sure that those things translate. And in fact, I think I was inspired by the fact that I had to punch out some acoustic versions for the show to put an acoustic version of Unsung Hero on the EP. I think is what we're going to try to do.
All right. Well, before we wrap this up, is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or?
I had something, but I forgot.
Oh, really?
No, I was waiting like the whole time to talk about
Oh,
it.
man, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
It's that drummer ADHD brain over
Yeah,
there.
It is.
Do you know how many like younger artists watch this show?
I don't know.
Okay.
But
well,
you wanna say something
yeah,
for those that
I
are?
was thinking about that. For younger artists, um, I don't know, something like I like to share my philosophy, but if you're kind of a younger up and coming artist, band, or just like a solo artist, or anybody who's trying to make music, I think some key things to try to remember are that like nothing is beneath you. Like you might see certain things that other artists are doing, and you'd be like, "Oh, that doesn't take as much talent as what I'm doing," or something like that, or "Oh, I could never do that. That feels fake." But like it's always kind of like a don't knock it till you try it. Like don't think certain techniques or things or elements of somebody's show makes them less talented, or like try not to have any kind of feelings of superiority in your music, and never be afraid to give a different genre or a different performer a chance.
I remember now.
Go
I
ahead.
had to do the thing where you squeeze your thumb.
Oh
I
yeah,
heard that
okay.
works. Anyway, it did. So, our dream. Maybe this is not your dream. This is my dream.
Okay.
We need to be interviewed by Nardwar. That's our thing.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of the big things we should.
Well,
Is that your
Nardwar,
thing
if
you
you're
couldn't
if
remember?
you're listening to this, interview these guys.
Please.
Also, we need a record label.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you're right.
You don't-
It's 2024. You don't need.
We just
The-
need money. We need money.
Yeah. So yeah, record labels, they're like nowadays like they want you to also like they want you. Record labels are traditionally, or not traditionally, but like more commonly signing people who already have a fan base, who already kind of know how to promote themselves.
Yeah.
The cool thing about having a record label is obviously you get your advance, you get a team of people behind you that, depending on the size of your record label, really care about you and can really help you get on tours or get on shows, festivals, things like that. So it is help, but nowadays with so much like with tools like DistroKid being so affordable, and
Yeah, I mean, you can spend what $30 a year and put out
Yeah.
as much music as you
as
want.
much music as
so-
you want and get all these kinds of features. And like now with the internet, like it's easier than ever to reach promoters and people like that. You can definitely do it without a record label. A record label will help you. A record label is absolutely the right choice for some artists, the absolutely the wrong choice for other artists.
Yeah.
And then now you see artists like All Time Low and Paramore going independent or starting their own record labels. And I honestly, it's kind of uncharted waters for big bands like that to kind of do that. And I'm like really excited to see how it goes, and I'm really kind of crossing my fingers that it all works out for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much. This
Yeah.
has been really fun.
Yeah, thank you guys. This has been Party Hat Club here on live sessions at the Underground. Coming up on October 6th, we have Mistakes. They'll be here in the studio with us. Kyle should be back for that one. And then October 20th, we have Georgia Foreman, who I'm not super familiar with, but Kyle knows her, so I'll take his word.
Georgia Foreman.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Anyway, real quick, I want to thank our sponsors once again: Park Hills Underground Radio, Artists United Network, Craig Wood Shelter Insurance Agency, Smoke Till Valhalla, and KL Media and Entertainment. This has been episode
14.
Wow.
Mm.
I can't even remember. I'm going to go home and go to bed.
Good idea.